This is not financial advice, not legal advice, for entertainment and educational purposes only, and anything I say is my opinion. Please don't make any financial decision based on anything I say in these videos. That being said, hit the like button, subscribe button, all that YouTube algorithm stuff so you get the videos I put them out. See what I'm thinking, see I'm analyzing that data. But like I tell every day, the day they release us is false. I'm going to give us a false narrative of the market so we can make bad trading decisions. Listen, I did a video about, I think 2 weeks ago, where I said that the banks who are lending these bad actors the money to naked short AMC, GME, and other stocks are just as culpable as the entities that are naked shorting the stock. And I said that the bank's going to end up being co-defendants in these lawsuits when the dust settles. Okay? And then, of course, the shows and the other guys attack me. And you know why? Because they don't want defense attorneys even hearing something like that. They don't want people even putting that on the table. Let me tell you guys something. The courts have already ruled that prime brokers have gatekeeping responsibilities. Okay? That's already been ruled in the court. That is established law now. You have gatekeeping responsibilities if you see your client purchasing 100 million shares of a company and the company only has 1 million shares float. You cannot say that you weren't aware that your client was engaged in fraudulent behavior. You cannot, because you know the float of the company is only 1 million shares, but your client bought 100 million shares. So you are fully aware that your client is engaged in fraudulent activity. And this same gatekeeping responsibility, in my opinion, transfers over to the banks. The banks have gatekeeping responsibilities. And if they're lending money to an entity to buy 100 million shares of a company, when the bank knows that that company only has 1 million share float, the bank has to be fully aware that the entity is involved in fraudulent activity. There's no way around it. The banks have the same gatekeeping responsibility as the prime brokers and everybody else. You can't allow somebody to utilize your services to engage in fraud. And you can't have willful blindness to the fraud that's occurring right in front of your eyes. And willful blindness it's been established law for years, and now the courts have ruled that the prime brokers have gatekeeping responsibilities, and the banks also have gatekeeping responsibilities. So all you banks who think that you're going to claim, I didn't know that they borrowed enough money to buy 100 million shares of a company when the company's float was only 1 million shares. I had no idea they were involved in fraudulent activity. A jury is not going to accept that. A judge is not going to accept that. And you will be defendants when the dust settles. I guarantee you. All the banks that are helping these bad actors, naked short, AMC, GME, and these other bad actors, you will be co-defendants. And not just in the civil cases, you might end up co-defendants in criminal cases also. That's what I see in the future. Anyway, please leave some comments. Tell me what you think. Do you think the banks are just as culpable as the entities naked shorting AMC and GME because they are giving them the money or lending them the money to naked short when they know that they're naked shorting, when they know that they're involved in fraudulent activity? Anyway, have a great day. God bless, and I appreciate y'all on this journey with me.